Hey guys, I wanted to hop on here and give you a little recap of our adventures to Orlando over the past couple of weeks. In the last 22 days, I have been in Orlando for 17 of them at various hotels, resorts, theme parks. So hopefully this will give you an idea of what's going on down there. First of all, can we talk about these super cute ears from Muffin Noodle Designs? I felt like they were pretty fitting for this round of updates because that is what we want everyone to be doing, is staying safe. So let's talk flights. Between the agents who've been down there, we flew on 3 different airlines, and they all were a little bit different in their COVID-19 protocols and precautions. Let's start with my first airline, which was Delta. I am a self-proclaimed Delta snob. They are my absolute favorite airline, and they absolutely knocked it out of the park. For starters, masks were required, and they did not sell the middle seats for social distancing purposes. When we got on the plane, they gave us each a Perel hand wipe so we could wipe down our seats, our tray tables, our armrests, our hands, anything that we wanted to. And as soon as we were all seated, they came through the cabin and picked those up so they weren't just laying all over the place. Most airlines are not doing a beverage service right now, but not Delta. Delta came through and gave us a Ziploc baggie with a small water, a napkin, a bag of Flips pretzels, and a bag of Cheez-Its, and some individual hand sanitizer. So when you got done with it, you could put it all back in your bag. Then they came through the cabin and you just threw all your trash was in your Ziploc baggie and you just threw it away. Phenomenal. Next up, let's talk about Southwest. I love Southwest. I love that I can take two checked bags for free. I love that my family can sit together without having to pay astronomical fees to pick seats. And I love their price point. They require masks. They block out the middle seats unless you are traveling together. So great news there. Doing a good job there. They did not have hand sanitizer for you on the plane. Now, American Airlines. They were already at the bottom of my list of airlines that I preferred, but the price was right, and I had heard rumors that they were not blocking out the middle seats, so I paid a little bit extra to fly first class. And I am so glad that I did, because they were indeed not blocking out middle seats. My flight was packed, and they did not do a beverage service of any kind, even for their first class passengers. So I will not be flying American anytime soon. Delta is definitely my go-to right now, just with all the extra precautions that they're taking and the level of service. And then Southwest also, I would definitely feel totally comfortable flying them with no apprehension at all. Our first stop was Margaritaville, Orlando. We were very excited to check out this new resort, and unfortunately, we're kind of disappointed in what was happening down there. As far as COVID-19 protocols go, they were doing great. They had sanitizer. They made us wear our masks. But I was a little disappointed in the food options, and it may just be because of everything that's going on and they have limited staff back, so we may give them another shot. But I just thought, with even if all the food options that they had been open, I'm not sure I would have been super impressed. Next stop, Pop Century. Yay! We were finally home and it felt so good. We were there the second day they were open, so our room was ready as soon as we got there at like 6:30 in the morning, and we dropped our bags and headed to the Magic Kingdom. They have changed the protocol for the transportation buses, and they do not pack them full of as many people as they can possibly get in there. The bus is separated by dividers and only one party per area, so that you're social distanced as much as you possibly can be on the bus. It was absolutely wonderful not having to worry about whether or not we were going to have a seat on the bus at the end of the day. In order to make sure that the transportation system doesn't get overwhelmed, Disney has staggered the openings of their parks, so none of them open or close at the same time. It felt so good to walk down Main Street and see all the cast members out waving and welcoming us back, and to see that new gorgeous paint job on the castle. I know there's lots of concerns around character meet and greets and no character dining right now, but let me tell you, the cavalcades that they have created are just precious and so many. Woo! As you probably know by now, Disney has done away with the fastpass plus system for the time being, but you honestly do not need it. We were at Magic Kingdom on opening day and we rode everything that we possibly wanted to and more. So let's talk masks. I despise wearing a mask at any time, but I do it. And somehow I have gotten a little bit of a mask addiction. Hi, my name is Jen, and I can't quit buying the cute masks. With that being said, I've tried just about every mask out there, and here are some of our favorites. Disney did a great job of enforcing the mask wearing. You cannot have your nose uncovered. If you're on a ride, you have to have your nose and your mouth covered up, or they will not give you your PhotoPass pictures. When we were there, you could walk and drink or eat, but they've now changed that, so you have to be stationary. But they do have multiple relaxation stations in each park. These were fabulous. They have at least one air-conditioned one in each park, and it was so nice to just be able to sit down and cool off and take your mask off and just take a breather. While they've done a great job with the mask enforcement, the sanitizer enforcement has not been as good. When we first visited Universal, as you were getting on and off the ride, they squirted the sanitizer in your hand for you. While Disney has sanitizer at the entrance and exit of each ride, there's no one there enforcing that you put it on. I think one of my favorite things about visiting the parks right now, besides the low crowds and just kind of having the parks to ourselves, is that they're closing earlier than normal. So we actually got some rest and we're back at the resort to have dinner. And we got to lay by the pool for a little bit. It was very, very nice. Our first night we did mobile ordering at Pop Century, and this was when we realized that most places had a limited menu. They haven't called all their cast members back, and so things were different and definitely took more time than normal. So we only did dinner at the resort that one night, and then we had DoorDash deliver dinner one night. We went to Disney Springs one night, and the other days we made sure that we had a reservation at the park so that we made sure we had a good meal. We were able to check out all 4 parks while we were there, and it was so great to not feel rushed. We weren't rushing from here to there to make sure we got our fast passes in. The lines were super, super short. I think our longest wait was 35 minutes, and that was for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is a brand new ride, so that's to be expected. At Animal Kingdom, we rode Flight of Passage 5 times. At Hollywood Studios, we rode Slinky Dog Dash like 5 times. We rode Soarin' twice and Frozen twice. At Epcot, it was just wonderful. So there's a few things to remember. One, they haven't called all their cast members back, so things take a little longer than normal. Transportation, for instance, they don't have all the buses running, and the buses that they do have running are only allowed to put 6 parties on each bus. So leave yourself plenty of time. There is no mousekeeping right now. They only clean your room before you check in, and then they will bring you fresh towels and change your trash while you're there if you request it. That was hard for me because we were there for a week and I wanted my bed made. So, and my linens changed, but they will not do that until you check out. They do shut every ride down every 2 hours to clean and sanitize. And we saw this multiple times at all of the parks that we visited.
That's not even the right piece.
I fixed it. I know, I needed the Disney liquid magic. It doesn't let me see this.
On the days that we visited Hollywood Studios and Epcot, from Pop Century, the Skyliner was our only mode of transportation. Something else to remember is that if someone in your picture is not wearing a mask, the photo pass cast members will delete it and you will not see it. On that same note, a cast member will also no longer use your own phone to take a photo for you. So definitely add the memory maker to your package. I visited Hollywood Studios again exactly 1 week after they had opened, and already things had started changing. They were working some kinks out and making things run more efficiently. All in all, Disney did a fabulous job. We felt super safe down there. It was a wonderful time to visit. There are some kinks that they're working out, but it's just going to be things that they have to work on since they now have guests in the park. It's a wonderful time to go. If you are not afraid to travel, then definitely let's get your trip booked. So after being at Disney to open those 4 parks, I came home, I grabbed my boys, and we headed to Universal. We stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel and visited all 3 of their theme parks while we were there. Universal is still squirting sanitizer in your hand as you get on the ride vehicle. At Volcano Bay, they were spraying down the handles of all the tubes and rafts. And again, mandatory mask wearing, no exceptions. And they also made it to where you cannot walk around and eat or drink at the same time. There were definitely more people at Universal this time than the last time I was there, but definitely not at capacity. Still very, very low crowds. And again, just a great time to be down there. So check out our favorite mask vendors. Check out these cute ears from Muffin Noodle. Call your favorite Treadway Travel Company agent and let's get your trip booked because it is so magical down there.